Hello, my name is Shini, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Today I'd like to make a video celebrating you guys, the viewers. We have a small Discord community available to all viewers, and basically we're just building a friendly community in there. We're sharing ideas, painting tips, hobby things we're working on, all sorts of stuff. Quite a few viewers have been sharing the miniatures they've been working on recently, and I want to celebrate that. This is going to be a little bit of a less scripted video. I'm kind of winging it a little bit here, but let's go ahead and dive right in. So first off, I want to talk about Pop here. He goes by Pop in the Discord. A different viewer had asked about painting orc speed freaks for his wife, and he wanted some tips on painting some green skin, and Pop immediately showed off this fantastic looking orc face. I mean, I love this guy. I love oh man, those glowing eyes. I love those highlights, those teeth. This is an orc. This is the kind of orc that you would be scared. It's only a head here, but this is the kind of orc you'd be like terrified to see running at you, right? But also Pop immediately also shared his recipe with Deathcore Drab, Deathworld Forest, Strachan Green, Conservative Highlights with Ogren Camo. I actually like how he spelled conservative too. I don't know if that was a typo or not, Pop, but I still love it just because, I don't know, you were talking about the Deathcore Drab with the K for Deathcore of Krieg. So I'm assuming that was on purpose, but I like it either way. And then a 60-40 paint to water ratio. I like this. I love how the community is able to share these different tips and painting ideas and styles with everyone. This is fantastic. Right after that, Dave Snodgrass, who recently joined our Discord as well, also shared some goblins with a great paint scheme as well. And he also shared how he paints them, painting yellow, highlight with pink, and then an all-over wash of Citadel Bale Tan green. And these are also some fantastic looking goblins, and he's got quite an assortment of shades here. These are fantastic. In a big group, I don't like it when they all look exactly the same. I really love this variety in their skin tones and stuff here. This is fantastic. Good job, both Pop and Dave. These are fantastic. Dave also shared a pair of Rangers that he's working on for Rangers of Shadow Deep, another solo tabletop, or I guess also co-op tabletop miniatures game that I enjoy playing. It's a very D&D-esque with how the game plays. I enjoy it quite a bit. But Dave has shared off these Rangers. I love these paint jobs. These look great. There's a lot of contrast here. The highlights look really good. These are good looking minis. He said these minis were from the Song and Ice of Fire model line. So apparently I need to pick up some of these because these look great. I want to get some of these. Good job again, Dave. Next up, we have Vampire Akira with some Eldar Psychers. These are fantastic. Vampire Akira says these are his latest project, painted up some long overdue Eldar Psychers. This first one reminded me a little bit of Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's, holding his fingers out. It's not the exact pose, but I did make a joke about it, calling him Eldar Wan Psychobi, which apparently got a pretty good chuckle out of Vampire Akira. But he's not quite in the pose. His fingers need to be pointing more forward, and he needs to have his sword a little bit, more straight ahead. But I like these. Vampire Akira has painted a lot of models. He shared with me. These are some of the most recent ones, and he uses this shade of blue, and it's not even the same shade of blue. He has painted quite a few. He's painted some Imperial Guard, some Eldar. I think he has some Admech. He's got quite a few like parts of armies that he shared with me, and he usually goes with this blue color scheme, and I love it. He makes it look unique for each one. So I am enjoying it quite a bit. I like all three of these Psychers. They're fantastic. I kind of Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the one with the staff, the third one here with the sword held up. I don't know. I kind of like that faceplate he's got there. It's a little unique compared to the other two. I mean, they're all cool. I like them all. It's tough to say. They're all great. We also have another one by Vampire Akira here. It says he decided to try using his Eldar paint scheme for his Drukhari. Originally, he wanted his two armies to be distinct, but I just love the way the colors have been working for your Eldar. I do too, Vampire Akira. I do too. This looks great. I love it a lot. Good job. Good job on all of these. And lastly, we have Don. Torg, or he's got Don in parentheses. I'm just going to call you Don. Hope that's okay. He has shared some 54mm figures for a game called Inquisitor. Don says that GW made a game called Inquisitor in the 1990s, question mark. Anyhow, yes, 54mm figures for a narrative slash roleplay slash skirmish game with a GM. And he shared a little bit more of his group that he's been working on, not just the two up close, but he's got the rule book and a few others. These look fantastic. These minis are a little bit larger, but man, he's pulled off this kind of grimdark style that Games Workshop is known for. Obviously being Inquisitor, I'm assuming it is set in the world of Warhammer 40k. This looks very, like the character on the front there looks like a very Space Marine-esque, maybe Chaos Space Marine. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Usually there's lots of spikes, it's Chaos. There don't seem to be a lot of spikes. There's a lot of skulls, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not with the Imperium. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I don't know who that is. Maybe he's a famous Warhammer character. I'm not huge on Warhammer lore, but these models look great, Don. I love them. Again, lots of contrast, lots of details. With them being larger, I don't want to say that makes them easier to paint, because there's still a lot of skill involved even in painting larger models. I've not painted any models this large myself, so I do imagine there's a little bit of a, maybe not a learning curve, but the scale being different could change how you do want to paint certain details. It probably does make some things easier, just because the objects, like some of the parts of this guy's robe, are not as small as they would be if he was like a 28mm or 32mm miniature. He's not quite double the size, but maybe it's a little bit easier with brush control. But then again, because it's bigger, they maybe can add more details. Either way, Don, I'm not saying these are easier to paint by any means, but these look great. Great job, Don. All right, that is all I've got for this week. I just wanted to go through some of what my community has shared with me and kind of appreciate these paint jobs of everyone else. If you'd like to join, there is a link to the Discord down below. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to join. You can just come hang out and chat with us. We like talking about painting miniatures and helping out if we can. Several members of the community have already jumped in and helped out other viewers and helped teach them great methods for painting orc skin and things like that. Yeah, link to the Discord is down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Shini out.